Hi everyone, welcome back. I've been really excited to bring this video for you. I'm just excited to film it and excited to show you my project. It is one of my favourite videos to film, but I've got my project pan or use up in 2016 or use by 2017 project update. So let's just get stuck straight in. I'm going to start with the nail polishes. It's going really well with the one I've got on my nails at the moment, which is this Spice Plum by the brand 17. I don't think you can get this unfortunately anymore. I have a little look for it and I couldn't find it. If you find it, let us know in the comments. But personally I haven't found it. In fact, I struggle to find hardly any more from this range, so I don't know if they're cutting back on their nail polishes that they're wanting to do. But beautiful colour, perfect for the autumn. I literally went out for lunch with some friends today and got compliments on this manicure I've got it on my fingers and my toes today, and I feel really confident, especially with it being October, that this is going to get finished up by the end of the year, because although there's quite a lot left, I'm using it regularly. I'm literally taking it straight off and putting it straight back on again every 3 to 4 days when it needs doing, and it's going really well. I feel as though I'm determined to get this finished. I feel like this would be a fine colour for autumn and winter, and although it's not my favourite blue and I certainly wouldn't repurchase it, I do like it. It's the Barrier nail paint and the shades rubbed off, sorry. All the products are listed in the description bar as usual though, and I'm really looking forward to doing the finale when I can count up, because I literally haven't a clue. I haven't counted up, but I have lists of, you know, what got used up, what's still ongoing, and what just ended up getting chucked away and was a fail. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to get that one finished up. So those are the two I'm going to work on. These two shades, which is Peachy by Gosh and oh, the name's rubbed off again, but this one by 17 again, which is in the description box. These two I have in a lot of ways accepted defeat on. I could finish them up. The Peachy one looks like it's here, and I'm not sure on this one. I probably would literally only have sort of two to three uses of that one left, but the only thing is just the shade. It's not a shade I would wear this time of year. I'm going to still go for it. You know, the pink one I'll probably put on my toes, and this will probably get away with this one a couple of times through the autumn, you know, with it being a nice sort of, maybe you could just make out it's like a pumpkin shade rather than a peachy springtime shade. So yeah, I'm going to keep them in the project, and I'm still going to make an effort, guys, but I just feel like it's more likely going to be the case that these two are going to get used up, but we'll see. There's still a way to go. Next I'm going to move on to my Makeup Revolution Flawless palette, just because it's sitting on the top there massive. So these are the shades I believe that I was working on. I can't remember if I included this one in it or not. I don't think I did. I'd have to double check, but if I did, I'll just say I haven't used that hardly at all. So these are the 4 shades, and I've hit pan on all of them. Let me see if I can find something to cover that with. I've just covered the mirror with a glossy box so you don't get blinded. So those are the 4 shades that I've used there. Obviously with me being a very pale girl, I've gotten through the lightest transition shade quicker than the others. But yes, I'm really enjoying them. I've got them on my eyes today and it's going really well. So I am confident to have those finished up by the end of the project. And yeah, I'm just loving it. So if you watch my channel a lot, you know that it's not really the biggest challenge in the world for me, in the sense that, you know, one of my favourite palettes ever. So next I'm going to move on to this e.l.f. blush in, I think it's called Candid Coral. But as you can see, huge amount of panage on there. I am considering repressing that, but I definitely wanted to make sure I show you before I do, so you can see how much pan. I'm not one of those, not that there's anything wrong with it, please don't get me wrong, but I'm not one of those panners that will dig into just for the sake of showing a pan. I like to use the products evenly, and not because I think it's more fair or anything, because like I say, each to their own. It's just my preference, because I'm worried if I dig and dig and dig, I'm not going to get a nice distribution of the product on my brush anyway, and also I'm worried I might break it. So I do just tend to just dip my brush in and just put my makeup on as usual. Whether it's being panned or not, it gets applied in the same way, and so any pan you see is genuine genuine pan. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how well that's been going. I was planning on topping the cream blush with that one, but honestly I just completely forgot this cream blush was even in the project. It's Peachy, is it? Peachy Rush by Gosh. So that's that there, and so I'm not sure, I don't think I've hardly used that at all, if at all, since the last update, so that's going to need some work. Again, it's just not going to be the most convenient to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to achieve that one, just because I do like more of a pinky or blush, in a pinky blush this time of year, and I do have this lovely pomegranate one from Sleek that I really love this time of year as well. So next I'm going to go onto my Clinique quad. I think when I started the project I had only 3 of them, I believe. I'd have to go back and check, but again it'll be in the description bar. But these are the 2 I've been working on, which since the last update, which is Blue Lagoon and Bewitched, I believe. Yeah, so it's those 2 there. Blue Lagoon's going great. I haven't used it much since the last update, but I knew full well it'd be a eyeshadow that I would use more November and December, because I think that's a gorgeous icy sort of frozen colour, and so really lovely for winter time. And I've got quite a few natural looking daytime smoky eyes with this medium to dark brown matte shade since the last update, and I'm going to carry on with that, especially because it works really nicely over the top of this product. So this is my Maybelline Colour Tattoo Leather Effect in Creamy Beige, and I'm really pleased with how well that's going. I feel confident that I'm going to get that used up by the end of the project, and I think next year I'm definitely going to include another one of these to get through. I wouldn't repurchase this because I had no choice but to go to the Leather Effect one, because at the time I bought this, the Leather Effect ones were the only matte version, but now they do more matte versions such as the Creme de Nude and Creme de Rose, and I will be trying those moving forward after I finish my Painterly paint pot, so I don't think that's going to get repurchased. This number 7 BB Lips Beauty Balm, I've only used this a couple of times since the last update, because it's not sort of that colour that I would use for autumn or for summer, but having said that, this would be a great colour in the winter, and I am going to see if I can make that work with the icy blue eyeshadow in the Clinique quad for winter. So I am going to, you know, make a concerted effort there. Now this is my number 7 High Shine SPF 15 lip gloss from Boots. I keep this one on my vanity because, as you can see, it's all gunked up. I think this must be the old packaging. I can only assume that they realised it didn't work and then replaced it with a doe foot, because I do have one with a doe foot, and I have this on today. So I've got 2 of them in the project, both the same shade, just different applicator. This one's a little brush and the other one's a doe foot, and the other one's in my drawer at work, and I'm really enjoying the colour. I'm so sorry if anyone finds this offensive or anything, but if they feel it's a bit vain, but I actually really like the natural colour of my own lips. I think it's very flattering on me and looks very natural. So this colour is the closest thing I've ever found to the actual natural colour of my own lips, and so I really enjoy wearing it. It, you know, it just enhances my lips but better sort of shade. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. I haven't used this MAC Utility Grey pencil much since I last did the project, and I've been watching other people's projects and realising that a lot of people show a little card and mark where they are with the pencils. I am going to do that in future. Sorry it's never occurred to me to do it, and nobody's ever left feedback that they want it or anything, but I just think it would be really helpful. So in future I am going to do that. So after this update today I'm going to mark this. But yeah, I haven't used it a huge amount since the last update, but I do have it on my upper lash line today, and when I do use it I do like to put it in the waterline. I've got a cream colour in the waterline today, but that looks really nice in the waterline. So next up is this Makeup Academy MUA Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter. I've got it on my lids and my inner corners today, and I've got it all over my face. I think I am going to get some use out of this in the winter. When I've got any sort of colour on my skin, I just don't like it, but when I'm at my absolute palest, I can make it work. I also used it a lot over my shoulders and collarbone during the summer, which I enjoyed using it for that reason. And I have got quite a dent in it, although it is hard to see because it's sort of, it comes with like a pattern on it, so it's difficult to see. So I'll just hold it like that for you. I don't think, honestly, that I'm going to manage to get that finished off before the end of the year. It's very tightly packed. There's no kick up whatsoever when you put your brush in it, but I'm going to keep plugging away and I'm going to give it my best shot. Now this should be looking quite good since the last update. It's my Sleek Eyebrow Kit in Light. I haven't got it on today, I've got the medium one on today, and honestly I do feel like, especially in autumn winter, the medium one looks much better. Even though I'm paler, so it's a bigger contrast, I just feel like this colour is more warmer and suits my hair colour better. This is very ashy, great for blondes, and I loved it when I was blonde, but I'm not sure I'm going to repurchase it for that reason unless I was going back blonde again, which could happen. So yeah, I've used quite a lot. I've been working all around here. I hit pan, then I worked down the sides, and then I've got a tiny bit round here, and then this section here of the pan. Also, I've made good headway with the powder. Like I say, I'm not one to concentrate it for the sake of an effect, so you'll notice that like it's worn, you know, all the way up round here as well. So I probably would have more pan showing if I literally just, you know, was dedicated just to the centre, but that I just put my makeup on, you know, and if I do well, I do well. So yes, that I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if that's going to get used up by the end of the year, because I'm just really loving the slightly warmer tone, which most people hate warmth in their eyebrows, but I think I can get away with it considering my hair's red. Now this I'm unsure about. It's the 17 All About Eyes, All About Nude Summer palette, and I've been working on the two eyeshadows here since the last update. I think this might be making my eyes water. Now, I don't know if that's the age of it, but I feel like it's irritating my eyes. I'm going to treat these with alcohol, and then I'm going to do a proper test with them and see if it's these that makes my eyes water. If it is, obviously I'm not going to damage my eyes for the sake of a product, so in which case they'll have to come out the product, but it is going well. But for that reason, I haven't used it much since the last update. I've been trying to think, well, why are you avoiding it? And that will be why. I think I knew somehow that when I putting it on my eyes was being irritated. This powder, which is the Lasting Perfection Collection powder in medium, in reality I am giving up on this one. I'm leaving it in the project, so I'm not officially removing it, but there's no way I'm going to get a medium powder finished in November and December. I mean, it's just not practical. The only time I can wear this shade is when I'm self-tanned. So if I have an event to go to and I decide to put on a load of false tan, then I will be able to use it. I can't see me applying false tan now for the rest of the year, so in which case, unfortunately, that's not going to get finished. But you know, I'm not giving up yet. Just yet. I'm just being realistic about which I think feel confident about and which not so much. I very almost nearly left out this Revlon One Perfect Coral. This has literally got maybe one use left in it, if that. The reason why I nearly forgot it is because for some reason it's found its way out of my rotated nail polishes and ended back in the big drawer with all my other nail polishes. So I literally was just editing the video and noticed that I hadn't mentioned this. I've gone in my drawer and found it, so I don't know how it got there, and it's almost been forgotten because of that, but I literally can tell if that it's got one usage left in it. So I'm confident this will be used up by next time. And the only other product that again I hadn't mentioned was my e.l.f. lip balm, which again is in my drawer at work. I've barely used that since the last update, unfortunately, so that is not really worth bringing into the video anyway. It's going to be difficult for you to see the progress of this one just because of the way the product is. And this is the NW15 Studio Finish Concealer. Now, I've seen loads of people use this around their eyes and be absolutely fine with it and under the eyes, and I just assumed it was the SPF, but come to think of it, It might actually be the age of the product, but for some reason I cannot use this under my eyes. So as a result, it is slow going. I can't use it on my eyelids either as a primer. The only time I can use this is on blemishes on my face, and I honestly don't really get them very much. I've got one here at the minute that I've been covering up, and I had one there. So yeah, it's I can't see this getting used up again by the end of the year, just purely because I mainly use concealer under the eyes, and I can't use this under my eyes because it irritates my eyes. So yes, that's how the project is going so far. I do believe that's everything. I'm not. Let me know in the comments if I've missed something or that you were expecting to see. I have a massive drawer of stuff ready for next year, and this would be the section in the video where I would usually. This is the section in the video where I would usually add things in for next time, and I'm just going to give you an ever so quick glance. I'm not going to spoil it, but this is my box of things that I've started to collect to use my 2017 project. So for that reason, I'm not going to add anything to it because we are getting right to the end of the year now, and I do want to have some sort of success with this project. I certainly want it to go better than the reading project I've been doing, which I don't think I've been doing that well with. So I hope you enjoyed the update, guys. Let me know in the comments if you've been joining me and how you're getting along, and if you haven't, if you're YouTubers yourself with Project Pan videos, then do link them and I'll make sure that they are watched. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and if you enjoyed Project Pan, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy Halloween to everyone who celebrates it. Bye!